Colorado, return my daughter, Princess Currency Amara, to her mother now. UC Health Hospital lied. Multiple places in the paperwork. And Adams County continued with the lies. They had pre-planned on adopting my daughter out. Colorado, stop stealing, taking babies. As you all lie and give out money or whatever you all do out there, be sane and simple and return my daughter, but other people's children in Adams County. I've seen too much abuse, heard about too much abuse, kids dying in their custody, being abused. And simply, it's wrong. It's abusive. It's sad. I liked Colorado. When stories like this are often, some white women lie at the hospital, or they lie and they get their way. They have someone else's baby and not of their culture. That's creepy. Stop doing experiments. Stop trafficking children. Stop stealing babies. That's my daughter. And now you're putting my life in danger. But you're the one that began these lies and started this danger and brought this danger to me and my daughter. But I'm the victim. You're the abuser, the liar. It's sad. You should have integrity. As beautiful as your state is, have integrity and return people's babies. It's not enough to just look pretty. Be pretty and give me my baby. I actually really like Colorado, but they lied and took my baby. It was some nurses at the hospital. I'm from an entirely another state. It's creepy. I'm not with sex trafficking, child trafficking, smoking drugs on fucking trains all fucking day, raping girls, fucking pressing lies and shit to produce money. And this is a fucking horrible story to put up. You wish you had something good to say. You usually would, but now it's making me pull back on everything. I want my daughter for your whole fucking entire state. I'm sure a lot of people want their children more than your agenda as well, whether they're from your state or from out of state. You touched my daughter, you violated my daughter, violated my record. This is a serious matter, like Amber Alert. I'm extremely violated. This is the last thing I say before death. I'm violated. Don't you delete none of my videos. I love my daughter, Princess Currency Amara. And some nurses at UC Health lied to hold me for a mental evaluation and take my newborn baby girl from me. Then they wrote adoption on the paper at the hospitals that they pre-planned on doing this. Then they let me go through the case. I'm complying. I shouldn't be. Don't comply because I shouldn't have a CPS, DCS case open there anyway. And then they said I wasn't complying. I shouldn't have had to, which is interesting at the end of all of it because they had lied to even start all of this. You don't care about the well-being of a newborn baby girl who had a mother with healthy breast milk, had everything she needed, because they lied to separate her from her mother. You violated me as a woman, a female, by myself at the hospital. You violated my baby, my family, violated good stories in my life. I have to have a video like this up on YouTube. What the fuck? You violated your own state by making a horrible story about it, though it's very pretty. And I don't give a fuck now at this point. The nurses at the hospital lied and took my baby. Then I heard about the other stories, and I see how the other parents were treated in Adams County at the Human Services building. I did see the officer push the girl. Say he didn't push her. And the other officer backed him up. Yeah, he did push this Latina mom with her baby in her arms. And we're putting our life in danger because you started the abuse first. It's not even good to ask calmly to give me my baby back because you've been violent, lying, stealing babies from people, letting people, abusing people. It's sad, man. And you still have my baby. You have other people's babies that died in your custody. Still get away with racism. People contribute to your beautiful state. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I didn't want to have a bad story about Colorado, but I was at the hospital and took my baby. My first baby girl. I feel like I'm putting up one of them racist stories where someone died for no fucking reason. This is how terrifying it is for me. You know what I'm saying? I hope you know what I'm saying. It's terrifying to lie like that and take a newborn from some woman who was at your hospital, and I'm from another state. I was in Denver because they have lots of jobs, good transportation. I've had jobs there. Transportation is great. It's beautiful, but it really was the jobs. And to be taken advantage of like this, or for them to allow so much privilege to racism or whatever they're doing for their money, that's not even necessary. I'm really hurt because they did take my first newborn baby girl, and they lied in a lot of places in the paperwork to where this has nothing to do with my narcissistic mom. This is really the nurses at the hospital. You have traumatized me and my daughter. I don't trust those white nurses at the hospital. And there are some good white people, but those 3 white nurses at the hospital lied, and they didn't care about my newborn baby girl. They didn't care about me and her. They respect a single woman at the hospital, along with the other mothers that are Latina or brown or exotic. They don't care. One beautiful brown woman, she was exotic. I guess she was Latina. I don't know what she was, but she was pretty exotic. She said they took her baby, died in their custody. It's sad. And they're from Colorado. So it's like, yeah, you could say good things about Colorado, but who gives a fuck when they lie and take your baby? When there's these sad stories about the system. And then period, I want my daughter back. I'm not a violent person. I can appreciate the beauty to where I can say good things, but who gives a fuck? And I shouldn't give a fuck. They took my newborn baby girl from me, and I trusted them, trusted the integrity to have my baby girl at the hospital. The nurses that violated me, that was nasty and ugly of you. The fact that they lied so much in the paperwork, and then I mentioned this to Adams County and they kept the case going. You're a fucking horrible woman to keep the case going when it's dealing with a newborn baby girl and their mother. And I see that CPS and DCS just don't care. They don't care that a woman's been violated, maybe from domestic violence and now from CPS and DCS in the system. And then you think it's a game and you run around laughing and running parents through paperwork, not caring if you have to investigate a mother and their child, which you really, usually they do it from lies anyway. You have to have the child with the mother. And I think sanity and plain simplicity, common sense and law is, if all these unnatural laws are in place, and natural things are in place and happening, that a woman should always have what's naturally hers, her baby. Stop violating women. Stop taking kids. Stop violating people and trafficking them. Stop doing that. As beautiful as your state is, I think your integrity and your behavior should be that beautiful to where you say, okay, and return my baby and apologize. You violated my baby. You violated me. You violated the beauty of fucking Colorado and UC Health. Making bad stories when you're in a beautiful place. You should have some beautiful stories. And then you do it to people that are from the state. It's so beautiful. Why do you have these horrible stories, man? You live in a beautiful place and you got all these badass fucking stories. You're not from no motherfucking horrible ass hood and shit. And then you guys taking babies. You took my baby girl. I'm from there originally, from Colorado. I liked Colorado, but when it comes to my baby girl, I'm good. I want my daughter given back to me. I want her to be given to me. I didn't give her away. They lied at the hospital. Then held me for a mitzvah violation from the lies. And took my daughter, running me through the case, knowing they was going to adopt her out anyway. That's an extreme lack of integrity. Whatever you have over there ain't fucking worth it. I want my daughter, and I want to be around people who are respectful of simplicity and just natural life and facts. That is my daughter. I should have my daughter. Should have had my daughter and never had her taken, nor I've gone through all that orchestrated disaster. Should just simply have my daughter. Should have been a celebration. They made it to all this, and then they're still holding my baby. My baby girl, my newborn first baby girl. And then she's with a whole nother race. It's traumatizing. It's my daughter. She stole my first newborn baby girl. And I was healthy. I know people do smoke out there and all that extra shit. But I was actually out there working. I lived in Denver, Colorado, and didn't even smoke weed every month in the state that legalized it first. So I think you need to give me my daughter back. You should have not even had this story happen. I simply want my daughter now. From the other stories, I think you owe people in your own state an apology and owe them their babies back too. These aren't violent people. Their babies are gone. Stop doing that. Correct the system. Have some integrity or something and return all of our babies, please. It's really sad. You think we're bad people and all this. Fuck that. You're taking and have taken our babies. And these are people originally from Colorado. Like, just, it's too beautiful to have these crazy stories. Please return all of our children. Because you guys are the ones that were violent, lied, and did all this stuff to take the children. It's never worth it. Separating the relationship between child and the parents. There's already domestic violence. There's already people, there's already natural problems, already problems that happen. So please just have integrity and return our babies. I'm sure a lot of people will like an apology, especially the woman who said her baby died in your custody. I think you should give her money and apologize, but guess what? That doesn't compensate for a child being dead and gone. So let's change the law. Make it natural law, which is sanity. It's already known around the world. It should be illegal, and it's weird to separate children from their biological parents, specifically the mother who carried it. I mean, it looks and sounds sick. Let's just take a baby from a woman. It's like that's extreme disrespect. And then you're disrespecting people from your own state. Now, bitch, you need to return people's babies. You need to apologize. You do owe financial compensation, but it does not compensate because some people's children are dead, been abused, they've been raped, and it's not funny. Families should be together first. And sometimes the dad isn't there or they can't be there, which is I'm saying there's already natural problems. But the woman especially should have the baby. And you guys let gay people go around, you legalize weed, all this stuff going on already. You can make money from that, but you're taking babies and I'm from another state where we don't even smoke on trains. We don't even have all them drugs out here that y'all be having. And then I'm in a state where you can smoke freely and all this stuff. And I didn't even smoke. You know what I'm saying? Every month, every day. I even worked at your strip club and they will tell you there that I had never snorted some cocaine in the back. I wasn't smoking blue, doing heroin. Wasn't a drug addict at none of the strip clubs. Not ever. And I've danced at a couple of them. Saturday Night Live, Dandy Dance, PTs. Never had no drug addictions. I want my baby. You guys let people just smoke freely on your trains. You can't hide that shit. Please change your law and just stop doing that. It's never worth it. Compromising the relationship between a baby and their mother. Sometimes the dad is there. But I hear sad stories from people from Colorado and just people from out of state now, all the way on the other side of the United States. Please return our babies. You may not apologize or give compensation, and you should. You should not even taken the babies, but return our babies now, because natural law is illegal, an extreme violation to separate biological mother and their children.